Marva, Farrington, YNC, USN. I was attached to a SIMA unit in Pearl Harbor. And that was my first official active duty or active training, annual training, was to go to Pearl Harbor, which was really tough to take. But no, it was, again, another eye-opener because, you know, like I said, I was fresh out of school as such, going to an active duty place. And whenever I would go on annual training, my goal was for me not to look as the reservist, but to be a member of the team. And I think I really accomplished that because no one ever said, oh, that reservist is here. I was always welcomed. I was working in just a regular office setting, and it was nothing out of the ordinary in Hawaii at all. I do remember on my last day there, on my first annual training, they had given me a beautiful bouquet of Hawaiian flowers and stuff like that, and I was carrying that in a memento that they had given me, you know, like a plaque and stuff like that. And I was carrying that back to my room, and here comes an officer. You know, my arms are full, and he sees me trying to juggle things so I could render the salute, and he says, he waves it off, and I said, ugh. that was a moment I said, okay, Navy's good. I got to go visit my cousin who still lives on Maui, and because we had a weekend in between, and so on that weekend I went over there to visit him, and I hadn't seen him in years, and then and met his wife for the first time. And then I also did a little bit of exploring around Pearl Harbor, and I was told that, you know, my last name being Farrington, that way back when there was missionaries by the name of Farrington that helped settle Hawaii. I don't want to use settle as the wrong connotation, but they were there and were very welcomed there. And that there was a street named after them, named Farrington. And so I had to go find that street, which I did. So I have a picture of it somewhere in my archives with me standing below the street sign, pointing up to it. And it says Farrington. Because I really enjoyed the time I was there. I enjoyed the people and the life and the camaraderie, etc. But in the same standpoint, I had a teenage son back home that I had to take care of, or try to. And so it was one of those things. I could do this full time, but no, I couldn't do it full time at that particular juncture in my life. So it kept the possibility of going active maybe for longer than 2 weeks in the future, if opportunity arose, which I did. The SIMA is a short intermediate activity, repair activity, and I think they go by a different name nowadays. I'm not sure, everything's changed so much. But ships would go into dry dock there, and they would do not complete overhauls, but intermediate overhauls of ships and stuff like that. I did not partake in that. I was in the office.